The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. He connects with St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
15-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And the Lions are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, Goff. He's got it at the 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Trying to finish this opening drive from the 3, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Love to throw to get started. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Dobbs headed in motion. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The man in motion is Watson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up here on second down and 5. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Third and a yard. Dobbs headed in motion. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They put a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here comes third and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On fourth down, Love. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts. 3rd and 14.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
On first down, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Whoa! Montgomery, first down, still going. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That is caught by the tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to keep it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. Oh, yeah. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty flag down. A silly penalty may erase the turnover. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Goff to throw on 1st down. This one caught by Patrick. He's into space past the 25. 1st catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's Goff. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half, and the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st down, it's Love. He'll tuck it. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Dobbs headed in motion. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Now, Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from 40 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll manage only a couple. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. It's now 4th down. They will indeed go as they look, and the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Here's Gibbs. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now a second and 6.
Throwing on second down, Love. Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. Here's 3rd and 2.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Ifatsu Melifonwu.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Goff to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Complete to Sam Laporta. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. A dive, and he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They send the receiver in motion left. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. 3rd down and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Jacobs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. Williams in motion. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So it's a win here for the Lions. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.